Hey, we're joined on the phone today by Max Rayner from the band Wilderado. They're going to be coming to the Varsity Theater in Minneapolis on October 12th. Hey, Max, how's it going today?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks for taking the time out with me today.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks for being interested in our band.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to ask you first here if you could tell the listeners a bit about Wilderado for those maybe who haven't discovered you guys yet.
Yeah, we're an indie alt rock band from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Formed in Los Angeles in 2015, and then kind of migrated back home after touring so much. We're just always writing, recording, and touring our music. That's the nutshell, I would say.
Well, Max, what's the, there's obvious differences, of course, but being out in LA as opposed to being in Oklahoma, is there a pro or a con that you can think of as far as your music career goes?
I think it's been really beneficial being in Tulsa, specifically just touring. I mean, we were averaging about 1,500 miles to our first date when we were living in Los Angeles, and that kind of was it takes a big toll on you when you drive for 2 days straight before playing a show. So it's been nice cutting that in half. And then it's just so much slower here. And we've been able to, I feel like I can just think so much better, and I love the people we work with here, and our families are here. It's just been wonderful, man.
Awesome. And I know you guys have a new single out here called Surefire. Is that going to be included maybe in a new album coming up?
Yeah, that is what we are building up to. So we're working Surefire this fall, and then I think we'll probably do a couple more releases before the new year, but all of which will be going into towards a record in 2020. I think our first LP is what we have our sights on.
Excellent. Yeah, I know you guys have had a few EPs out over the years, and I don't know, is it really viable for a lot of bands these days to go the LP route, or is it better to do the singles and kind of get the music out to the people faster?
I mean, I think all the data shows that records aren't viable at all. So it's one of those things that you're kind of just always up against that and what it is you actually want to do. You know what I mean? Because we're simultaneously trying to run a little business here while at the same time maintain the fact that we are, in fact, artists, and we are writing songs, and we've got ideas that we want to be included together. And I think we've always been romantic about the idea of having an LP. So I think it's something we want to just try to do, see what it's like, and if not, the beauty about today is you can kind of just release music however you want.
Yeah, it does seem like, I guess for people our age who grew up with that kind of stuff, even if it isn't always the most viable, as you mentioned, still there is a romantic element to it to have your own album.
It is, and I mean, I'm 31, so I listen to music that same way, and same with the rest of the guys in the band. I think at least we want to be able to look back and say, yeah, Wilderado had an LP, and it was called so-and-so, and we can look back and be proud of it when we're old men.
Well, Max, I know Wilderado is on tour now, and you guys actually have a show coming up here in Minneapolis on October 12th at the Varsity Theater. That's going to be great.
Oh, yeah, we love your city. Mount Joy are great friends of ours. I don't think we've been in Minneapolis for almost a year, so we're really looking forward to it. And I've never seen the Varsity Theater.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Exciting.
It's not too big, but not too small. Kind of like an intimate setting, and definitely should be great for you guys, I think.
That's exciting to hear. I can't wait.
Well, I know Tulsa's not too far from Minnesota. Have you guys played much here in the past, or?
Yeah, we've done a couple dates. We did one with Ryan Bingham up there. I think we played with a band called Sure up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been through. I mean, I think there's only a state or two we haven't been through now. We haven't been to Maine. We haven't been to New Hampshire. I think we've played every other state.
Well, I got to ask you, I know you guys toured with Lindsey Buckingham for a while. What was that like? Did he kind of give you some pointers, or maybe did you take some stuff away from being on tour with him?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was one of those things that we still can't believe happened, honestly. He was really, really sweet to us. He came in, I think, 3 different cities into our green room and spent some time with us just talking about songs and talking about the industry. And the thing he said most was just keep at it. It's going to be a long haul, but you just got to keep at it, keep going, and eventually, hopefully, you'll look up and realize it was all worth it. But he was really encouraging, and we got to play some of the most beautiful theaters and a couple of arenas that, I mean, it was just really, really insane. The Greek Theater in Los Angeles and the Beacon in New York, you know, kind of these staple places. It was absolutely, and then just getting to hear him play the guitar every night was really, really special. Yeah. We loved it.
It's cool that, I mean, when you think about Fleetwood Mac, I mean, they've sold more albums than most people on the planet, but the fact that he could still come into the green room, as you mentioned, and to just be down to earth, that's pretty cool.
It was cool, and I have to say I was as impressed with Christine McVie as I was Lindsey. I mean, she was playing all her parts, singing all her parts. She was working with the vocal coach twice a day to maintain her strength, and I just really, really admired her. And, of course, she's a fantastic songwriter as well. So it was a really special thing.
And I know you guys also, I mean, you played Lollapalooza and Austin City Limits. It seems like you guys really are picking up speed, and a lot of people are digging you guys here.
Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of sticking to our system. Just release music and go see the people that are listening to it. And that's just really working. I mean, we've made all of our fans on the ground. Surefire's doing well. So I think you just gotta, we have a game plan that we've had for 5 years, and we haven't swayed off it for a single week. We're just keeping our heads down and riding and going on tour. And it's just really working. It's a fun way to build a fan base, because majority of the people we've shooken hands with, you know what I mean? So it's a really interesting thing. It's taken a long time. It's taken a lot of work, but I've really, really enjoyed the process, if I'm being honest.
Wow, it's great to hear that everything's going well. And again, Surefire is out, and you guys are going to be at the Varsity here on October 12th. Is there anything else maybe coming up, or something else we should look out for?
We've got a bunch on the docket, my man. I think we may do an alternate version of Surefire, which is kind of fun. We did that with our Favors EP, a stripped down version, I think, that we'll release, and then we've got, like I said, a couple other tunes that'll come out before the new year, and then I think we'll come at the top of the year with a second bona fide single. So yeah, music is coming, and we've got so much we're working on now. There's 5 or 6 songs I'm really excited that are in the mixing process. Some are, you know, on schedule to get recorded. There's just so much happening. When I look around, I can't even believe how much we got going on.
Oh, that's awesome. It's great to hear, Max, and I'm glad you were able to take a few minutes out here to talk to me today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Varsity.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Again, thanks for being interested in us, and we'll see you up there.
And again, that was Max Rayner from Wilderado. Their new single, Surefire, is out now, and they'll be coming to the Varsity Theater in Minneapolis on October 12th.